Facebook friend. Doing amazing. It is a beautiful Sunday morning and I'm out in my favorite park here in Dallas, taking time out for me, which is everything. And I've been thinking a lot about trust and allowing miracles to come into my life. And what I'm realizing more and more is that miracles are coming in despite me. Miracles are happening despite me. And I talk a lot with clients, I talk a lot in my live videos about conditioning and how conditioning plays such a big role in how we show up. Conditioning for me, it's been about efforting and working really hard and trying to prove myself. And that was a story for me most of my childhood. And I think it runs really, really deep. As an Indian woman, in a society, in a culture where women just aren't valued, they're not seen as equals, there's been this inherent need to prove myself within me. And it's the awareness for me is really there today. And so my go-to, especially in times of stress or uncertainty, I go into that default setting, that efforting part of me, the one that feels like she needs to perform and do all the time. And yet what's happening in my life today is happening despite my conditioning, despite everything that I think, and things are just happening in a way that almost doesn't make any sense. They're happening despite what I think should happen. It's just been this last 10, 12 days, 2 weeks, lots of unfolding when it comes to business, a lot of unfolding when it comes to my personal life, unfolding when it comes to my relationship. And just so many things are happening despite me, despite what I think should happen, despite the timeline of how I think should happen. They're happening anyway. And so there's a part of us, the ego, the mind that says, it needs to happen this way. Or when this, and this happen, it's going to be perfect. When this, and this happen, I'm going to be ready. And yet life is showing us all the time that we need to respond, that we already are ready. And that's where I'm kind of at now, of this phase of what does it look like to take a step back and really respond to life instead of going out there and pushing my way through things and exerting my false sense of control on things. And I'm realizing more and more that I have no control over anything. What I really only have control over is myself, instead of proactively putting myself and pushing myself into situations that really aren't peaceful. What if I allowed life to come to me? What if I took a step back and just responded to what was happening? Allowed the miracles to unfold. And what I'm realizing more and more is for me to be able to live that in an incredible way, it really is a trust exercise. Where I have to let go of what it looks like, all of it, what it looks like. And things are happening despite my conditioning, despite what I think, despite how I feel they should be. And it's just so beautiful. And when we allow ourselves to take a step back, what I'm realizing is that there's so much support out there. There's so much love out there. And my vulnerability allows me to show up in a way where I can speak from my heart and I can just show up and speak what's on my mind and just respond to life. And even when I have fears, even when I have uncertainty, allow the love that's already there, the support that's already there around me to just consume me and just lift me up, and I get to just ride in this wave of life and just really be grateful. Because when I'm sitting there pushing and exerting what I think should be, I am literally rejecting the miracles that are. And friends, there are so many miracles out there. And I think of close friends. I have a close somebody in my life that lost a job, and this was his third layoff within a year and a half. And it was devastating, to say the least, for him, especially this last one. And what happens for him is the job that he has is more in alignment with him. It allows him the freedom that he wants. It allows him to grow in the way that he wants. It's allowing him to be in a community that he enjoys, where he feels respect and appreciated. Who would have thought it would have taken 3 layoffs to get here? But here he is. And he didn't have a choice. He didn't control it. But it happened anyway. I have another client who was let go from his job And, the tools that he has now from working together a year and a half is allowing him the strength within himself, the certainty within himself to not just be desperate and take the next job, but to really allow this wave of entrepreneurship, allow this ride of entrepreneurship to carry him. And he's realizing there's so much abundance, there's so much support, there's so much love, there's so many deals, and it's all just happening anyway. Not what he thinks, not the timeline that he thought, but it's now he has the tools to be able to live life in a way that supports him, that allows ease and grace. And I feel like that's the miracle right there. So friends, if you're struggling, know that you are supported. You are taken care of. God has you. He really does. And sometimes instead of just trying to fill that void with action and activity, there's so much value in just taking a step back and just allowing what's supposed to unfold, and know that it could be better than your wildest dreams. Hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye.